the back now, right at the back now. How's it? How long is it back? Awesome. How long is it back? I enjoy walking, right? Don't we look serious? Yes, it's time for me to start talking. Good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. As you can see, the sun this morning is bright. However, with the trough and stuff around, we're expecting that we'll get the same kind of afternoon effects that we had yesterday. But what a beautiful, beautiful place called Barbados. Absolutely stunning. I do not like to work this boardwalk at this time. I don't mind early on in the morning because usually on the morning time there's no one here. But there's so many people like Tony who's trying to keep fit. Good morning, Tony. Come and say good morning, family, man. You can't walk by without saying good morning, family. Yeah, man. Say hi to your family for me.
Good morning, all family, all ENC family. Have a good day.
Awesome. You going to open Parliament today or not today?
No, Parliament don't meet. Parliament only meets that weekend.
Oh, wonderful. All right, well, you enjoy your walk. And as I asked you before, put in 2 steps for me. You put them in yet or not yet?
No, yeah, I got to put in 4.
Don't forget. Put in a few for me, huh?
I got to put them in right now.
All right, my brother. Thanks, man. All right, cool. Good. All right, so you see our families out here walking. Everybody here is trying to make me feel as though I'm unfit, but I don't mind them because everybody knows already I am the Olympian, the fittest person, and the most athletic person in the world. Not just Barbados, talking about the entire world. So just before I go any further though, see some laughter coming up here. I'm not too sure what that's supposed to indicate. But before we go any further, I would like to say good morning to each and every one of you. Don't know what this is about. Don't know what the waistcoat is about. But the shirt, I know we're going to be doing some road walking this morning. So I really didn't want to have all the traffic stopping to take pictures of my Olympic and well-trained body. You know, just the absolute amazing physique that I have. So I decided upon a shirt this morning as we'd be on the road. Don't want any accidents because of Nick. So that's how it goes. Anyway, we're going to get back onto our forward screen for a minute, which means you're not going to see the most beautiful thing in the world. Not for a little while anyhow. But here we go. Beautiful beautiful boardwalk. We're not looking at the sun this morning and, you know, get our eyes damaged. And we're certainly not on look at you know who. So we have to keep this kind of angle here to make sure that he does not come into the screen this morning. And we can say our serenity prayer at this stage of the game. Okay, so all of those who'd like to join us, please do. Anyone else, you'll be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. We have a very special guest with us this morning. So I have to go through formalities. I've given the introduction for this person as I think it's fit. It's going to be a long one. It's drawn out. I did a lot of research this morning to make sure to get this right. I actually had to bring something written on paper this morning to make sure that I didn't forget any of his amazing accolades and stuff. So before we go any further, I will just let you know, I'll give you an introduction and then I'll introduce you to that person. First of all, this person is adorable, brave, cuddly, determined, enthusiastic, fearless, gorgeous, humble, inventive, joyful, kind-hearted, loving, magnificent, noble, optimistic, pretty, quiet, resilient, sweet, thoughtful, unique, virtuous, wise, couldn't find for X, so remember the extraordinary, younger, and zealous. So without any further ado, let us introduce you to this person this morning. Please say hello to our special guest. Good morning to you. I'm your special guest today. Of course, it could only be me that I was explaining and describing just now. Who else would have fit all those categories? A to Z of nothing but absolute perfection. That would be me, of course. So good morning to everyone. Now, I came out here on the boardwalk to try and get away from all those bushes, but I still see some out here. Although we have trimmed the hedges recently, just saying, the bushes are starting to spring up a little bit, so we'll be walking by them for a few seconds. I'm pulling a technique called Switch Mary, which means that you cannot see that other thing you all like to talk about, because I'm going to turn it around onto the most beautiful view until we get out of the sun's direction, which will let us get away from him. But I hope you all like our guest today. We have a little special treat ahead for you. I mean, another special treat. We have already had the best possible introduction into the morning with this friend of ours. I always like to walk with him because he's an amazing person. I just don't even know other words to use. I've used from A to Z, and I still feel as I could go through the whole alphabet all over again because he's so superior. You know, we could turn around now as the sun is gone, and you all can no longer see stuff, but what you're going to see now is these horrible bush. They're not actually bad bush, to be honest with you. I think they're nice. I think the fruit are great. But everybody knows already that you do not eat these here. I'll carry you back to this sign for a minute just to show you something here. Alright, this is, boardwalk has some restrictions on it. It tells you about enjoying your journey and stuff. And these symbols, international symbols, so you would know what it means. The last one, however, is not the symbol of littering. The last one is, do not pick sea grape and throw them on the ground because you're going to spit them out. Just leave them on the bush and you can always come back another time and have a look at them. But that is what that symbol represents. It has nothing to do with no littering. It's telling you, do not pick sea grapes and throw them on the ground, because you know that's exactly what you can do when you put your first one in your mouth. Alright, so we can go on beyond that now. As you can see, we're getting international symbols and stuff for anti-sea grape movements. That is a worthy cause, so you know we're going to promote that our entire way through. It's a beautiful morning here. Just saw Ray Straker, one of our family members, on the boardwalk. He just came in on Sunday. He's down here for the 17th. Quite a few people I've seen out here this morning. Great to see them on board. You would have seen some walking by looking extremely serious because they're dedicated to what they're doing. Not me. I always got a smile on my face because I just skylarking, period. I see Ray coming up now, so we're going to stop him in his tracks. Stop him from exercising for a minute so I can actually feel fairly good about myself. So we're going to go and stop him up now. Ray boy, if you're listening, get ready, come your way. Good morning, Mr. Straker. No, you got to stop for a minute. You got to stop and say hi to the family. I know you want to sweat, and I'm not walking with you, but I can't keep up. Welcome back to Barbados, brother.
Yeah,
you want to say more to all of our family? Yeah.
Morning, everyone.
Wonderful, man. All right, you have a good walk, man.
All right, good.
I'm thinking about me not walking. All right, take care. All right, so that's another face for you all. That's Ray Straker. You will know about beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Emil Straker, that is his son. So you know, understand the connection there as well.
set up shop.
Just beautiful, beautiful Barbados for sure. Absolutely gorgeous this morning. Alright, you all know the boardwalk. We're not staying on the boardwalk, we're venturing off, but I just sort of bringing you on this section here. Hopefully to catch Ray and not catch other things which I just saw a glimpse of. So, to my sister from the east, put on your shadow filters and come back please, because we're going to be having a lot of him today and I don't want to be turning this all the time, but if I see his name I will certainly do so. Alright, this is the Barbados Fertility Clinic. Very high success rate. You can have a look at their website and see what exactly they do, but it does have an extremely high success rate. People from all over the world actually come here. Have had, as I said before, great success as well. This is a farmer's market down here. It's called the Art Splash. You can come here, get your coffee, get some breakfast or whatever you would like. They have a cafe and espresso bar over there. You'll also find all of the vendors coming later on today selling souvenirs, fruit, all different kinds of Barbados and Bajan delicacies, etc. So lots that goes on in this area itself. On the opposite side, we have a family member that stays there. That's Hastings Towers. When it was first built, it was built to complement the Caribbean Hotel that is no longer in existence. Oh boy, I gotta try and get my switches going today and reverse this and stuff. But this is where the Caribbean used to be. You'll remember how long this was here. It was brought down or leveled a few months back. They've actually started work on the foundation itself for what's coming. I don't know how high it's going to go, but hopefully it won't go too high. Alright, we've just passed Blakey's Bar. I didn't actually highlight it, but Blakey's Bar, great place for entertainment. Amazing place for live entertainment, especially on the weekend. A fantastic place to sit and watch the world go by, just like the other ones that we were up at the boardwalk originally on. Beautiful. Years ago, when this was first opened, the bottom floor, you see Cape Shepherd, which is now duty-free Barbados. This is where they were located, on the base floor here. And they were actually talking about building a walkway. This is originally when they first did it, a walkway from the Hastings Towers over to the Caribbean Hotel. So it has changed a lot to what they plan to do. That actually is a separate entity now, and it's many condos and stuff. We did a walk through here the other day where, we did a walk through here the other day where we went up through Balmoral Gap. We're not going to be going through there today. We're going to continue our walk on the Hastings Highway 7. Reason I want to bring you along here is so that you'll be able to see what is offered in this area in case you are coming to Barbados and you're staying in this general area, or if you want to see something different. So you've seen the boardwalk section. Amazing, amazing place just to hang out and chill. Around here, not really that many bars or anything. There are a couple up in Balmoral Gap itself, but on the actual highway itself, not too many bars. Now this building that's going to be constructed over on our left, where Caribbean Hotel used to be, on the opposite side also is owned by the same people as well. So I'm not too sure if that's going to be an annex or what's going to be built over there. But you would remember that was a restaurant many, many years ago. I cannot remember the name of it offhand, so I like to take a pot shot at it, but I'd rather not say it than be wrong. You know I'm always right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Nobody's going to argue with that with me, because I'm not hearing you all right now or reading the screen. Beautiful morning. You'll see it's a lot busier than we would normally see it. We don't normally get this kind of traffic and stuff roaming around, so you will understand why I wore my shirt this morning. I really don't want any accidents on this highway. I know I may still get an accident if people see me, because everybody wants to stop and see me, of course. This is their photo opportunity. Alright, many changes on this right hand side again. It used to be a finance company. It's still Signia Globe. It was Globe Finance originally. That has changed to Signia Globe. They do house loans, car loans, leasing, etc. So they have that option there if you're interested. This at one time I think was the French consulate at one time, if I remember correctly. However, that changed many years ago. On the seaside, condos. This originally was the highest structure here. You know me already, a high structure, so let me not start on that. I try to keep my serenity today, but then we'll go on a little further and I'll show you something that's even taken away my thoughts from this building onto something else. So again, they're not positive thoughts, they're very negative. So anyhow, we're going to continue going. See the types of cars and stuff. All right, going, my brother, you good? All right, man. Yeah, so as you can see, we're going to have a lot of people on the road stopping. I told you people are going to stop and want to speak to me. These people don't know me, you know, just as they want to see me, that's all. So, you know, to get my attention so I can look at them, they can capture this amazing view You know they're going to blow horns and toot. So if you hear a lot of that going on this morning, don't be upset about it. I can't blame them myself, because I would do the same thing if I saw myself walking down here for sure. Lots and lots of beautiful structures here on the island until we look back in this direction now. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is going any higher. I still see some reinforced bars on the top floor, so I'm hoping, well, I was actually hoping for this to stop when it was on floor 3. And then I hoped it would stop on floor 4, floor 5, floor 6, and it's still going, so I'm not too sure how high that will go. St. Matthias Church, just up here on your right hand side, and this is also St. Matthias Gap. Have some, our courts up in there, and also a school as well. Court as in Magistrates Court. Yo, yo! Alright, I don't know how long this access to this beach will be open. This is a house plot that has just remained without any development on it, but this is a way that you can get down to the absolute end by Soko Hotel, which you just passed on our left. If you're interested in coming to this beach and you're in this general area, you can use this access at the moment. Not too sure how long this will be open for, because it is actually a house spot, but I haven't seen anybody stopping the thoroughfare from people walking on at the moment. Alright, so, oh boy, here we go. Just let you see what's causing all the noise and ruckus that's going on. Alright, so we are going to be doing, as I said, something different this morning. We've got someone to extend themselves for us, because this is a place that I shop at. I don't really shop, so I shouldn't really say that, but I shop at as often as possible, and this place here is amazing. I want you to have the opportunities to get what you need in Barbados when you come here, if you forget it at home or if you want to expand on your wardrobe. But look at the size of this thing, huh? This used to be a small 2-story home, and then it was taken down, and as you can see, it's just going and going and going. Reinforced steel up there, quite heavy around the top still, so I don't know if that's going to be a balcony area on the top, if it's actually going to be more floors, not too sure. Alright, let me get my microphone ready here to do some switching around. Alright, so you've heard of us talk many times of Dread or Dead Surf Shop and Russell Garrett and his surfing school, etc. So this morning what we did is we called them and we asked them if they would like to do a little introduction to what they offer. Good morning, Russell. How are you doing, my brother?
Safe, man.
Glad to see you, my man. How's everything good?
Early.
Man, I know.
Catch me good.
I was actually surprised that I got hold of you this morning, because I thought that it would be a little bit early, you know. But
I'm always an early starter, but
Yeah.
actually being outside.
Right.
But I'm glad I came out, because one of the power men licked down the dustbin and all the blue stuff blew from there. Oh, I was like,
oh my gosh.
So they gave me a little mission here this morning. But
Tidy up. Well, I'm glad I got you tidy in early, man. So you want to walk us through in here? Let us see what you actually have in store and stuff. Because I'm trying to tell everyone to come here and buy their surf items. Let them know this is where I do my shopping. Beautiful air conditioning facility, if you would like. Absolutely amazing. And this can
cool down.
yeah, man. I like that, man. I go out there. It's pretty humid. So these boards are all sellable boards there that you have up?
Yeah, all those are like
Right.
new boards. I have a
Right.
second-hand range which I keep down the back, but
Right.
it's basically all the new ones we keep in here.
Okay.
And yeah, reef sandals.
This is a massive collection. Every time we come in here, it seems to grow and grow and grow, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, for sure. So how long have you been located on this spot here, Russell?
1995, brother.
Wow, it's a long time, man.
It's like
long time.
27 years, I think. Oh, thanks.
Hi, how are you? Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is another face that you'll see here as well.
Good
Very
morning,
exciting.
Barbados.
Wonderful. Yeah, so I noticed that you had some international stars here, Outer Banks crew.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know that, like, first of all, they're really lovely people.
Right.
You know, very normal, easygoing, and yeah, they bring business to the island, like not just to me, all the car rentals. This is twice now, like during COVID, they're a big, asset to the island.
Right.
I think they fill up the whole Hilton Hotel,
Absolutely.
which is good, and and people like Phil Archer and everything get work while they're here.
Right.
And it
All these
boosts
drawn
it.
men and
yeah,
stuff,
it
yeah.
boosts everybody a little bit, takes it to that like a little bit more international level,
Awesome, man. That was great, man.
Yeah, so working with them was fantastic, really.
Yeah.
Twice now, actually. So
Nice.
yeah.
So they started surfing stuff too? You got them surfing?
Actually, most of the, I would say as high as 50 or more % of that whole crew
Right.
surf.
Awesome.
They're
Awesome.
surfers, you know. It's
That's
like,
probably why they're so easy.
yeah,
and
yeah,
easygoing
yeah.
and stuff,
So,
you know?
yeah, they're easy to deal with. They just
Right.
know what they want. It's just a matter of having what they want,
Mhm.
which is always important. You know?
Yeah, well, I think you have pretty much everything here that anyone could possibly want. I
Yeah.
just can do a quick scan through the
Of
roof and
course,
stuff, just to
yeah,
let people
you
see
know.
what you actually do offer. Items don't stop on the lower shelf. As you can see, there's a massive selection of stuff here. This is the place I would definitely recommend if you want any kind of surf attire or beach attire or anything like that. Come and check out Russell. He has everything here in his crew. As you can see, everywhere. It's beautiful. And your surf school, Russell, I just want you to talk a little bit about that so people can know about that side of the business as well too.
Well, when we first started that,
Mhm.
as you know, it was in its infancy, and
Right.
Matthew Kidd and myself, you know,
Mhm.
1995, people wanted to know if we were mad.
Yeah, yeah.
I brought the idea back basically from Europe,
Mhm.
where we noticed when I was working up there with Mistral and F2 with windsurfing, you noticed that they would do camps and bring people from the city to the beach
Nice.
during summer. And then it occurred to me, hey, we've got summer all the way around in Barbados.
Right.
This is something, you know, I can probably do either the windsurfing, but the windsurfer is already catered to a brand, so I didn't really brand myself with great friends for years.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't really want to step on toes. So I said, no, let me start off this little surfing school thing and see what could happen.
Mm-hmm.
And at first it was a small, and then it just kind of built up. And before you know what, like 10 years later,
Right.
all my buddies was getting in on the game, which like surfers that, you know, like wanted to travel, wanted to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
And they started up little surf schools themselves, you know.
Yeah, it's
um,
thriving in Barbados now for sure.
yeah, it became an industry.
Right.
Like
Sure.
from an idea, a little concept I had, it actually became a local industry, and I'm very proud of that, you know.
Yes, man, for sure. It's a
Yeah.
big thing, you know. I mean, surfing used to be taken as a beach bum activity. It is now
It-
taken as a professional sport.
You know, when Matthew and myself started it, the thoughts at the time of people, they didn't really catch on that this could be an industry within tourism. They thought we were just like a couple of beach bums rolling around the island with surfboards on the car, you know.
What a
It's
lovely
like,
thing to be anyhow.
well, you know, and it wasn't honestly, it wasn't that busy in the beginning. We used to
Right.
have to get like spare jobs at the time, you know, do some painting, any carpentry work that came up with Matthew and myself, even fishing and stuff. We had a fishing boat and we was doing some fishing at the time, and
Nice.
until it actually became a business, you know, and people realized it was a real entity, we had to improvise
Nice.
and make a living with other things, you
Beautiful,
know.
man, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen your success rate, and I know that you're one of the only men that got original beach buggy still. 'Cause I saw a picture of it going through Brandon's. I think you posted a couple of days ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a passion.
Yeah, of
you
course.
know, yeah, that's a passion.
Absolutely.
To keep that like that after all these years
Sure.
is totally a passion. Yeah.
What a lot of you may not know is that Russell was one of the best motocross cyclists that ever came to Barbados, and I remember those days at Bushy Park. So I'm gonna raise your flag on that because you were
Thanks for
awesome.
that. Actually,
Yeah.
doing a little bit of riding again now. Actually,
wow.
at this old age, I
Hopefully not
decided-
motocross. So
Not motocross,
Oh, phew.
like more like supermoto. There's a
Yeah, yeah.
motocross bike set up for like street use, which
Nice.
can actually go in the dirt as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to do it because my sons were pestering me.
Oh.
They saw the pictures and everything,
Yeah.
and suddenly they're going, "Oh, Dad, I want to ride a bike." I said, "You know what? Let me teach you all how to ride properly.
Awesome.
Let me monitor the whole thing, because as you know, I tell all the bike men out there, biking is a very dangerous thing. I have my injuries from it,
Yes,
so
yeah.
I can tell everybody, be very careful on those bikes out there.
Awesome.
You know, if you're doing the stunts and everything, try not to do them on the road, because so many things can happen out there, and things that you don't think about can happen on the road.
Yeah.
Try and do all your stunt riding on the dirt or somewhere in the open space where
agree
there's
with
not
that. Thanks
traffic
for
and
saying
stuff
that for
around.
sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know you
Thanks
want to
again.
get on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
have a
move
good
on, but
morning,
I'm just gonna
everybody.
walk.
Say good morning to everybody at the EMC. You know, I know a few of you in there, and yeah, I hope to catch up with you down at. You're still going to Crystal Waters down at
Oh
Dick
yes,
Road, or-
every
yeah.
Sunday, sir, the office is open again. So
Okay,
I would
right,
like to see
so-
you there one of these days when you get old
I will.
enough.
And what is the time? What?
Yeah.
I think I'm there already.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
that's why I
okay.
even asked about it. I
Right,
was
right.
like, but yes, no, I have you know, the older generation, we go and meet as much as we can now.
I'm
because
not too sure of that yet. I haven't got there.
I look at Facebook every day, and it's always another little person that I know that's passed away. So
Yeah, yeah.
I would say all the older generation try and get together as much as possible and say
Awesome.
hi to each other, because
Nice.
you really don't know. But yeah, so what times did Crystal Water you?
Well, they
go
start
down
at
there?
2 o'clock at the moment. We usually get there about 4, or I usually get there about 4. Okay, I like everybody to do the work before I get there, so I
The
can just lazy
evening, you
about.
just go down there
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
evening,
for sure.
drink a few drinks and.
Well, I
yeah.
don't. I drink some drinks. Yeah, I drink some tonic and stuff. Yeah.
So tonic, okay.
Yeah, hang out with people, you know.
All right.
You know, brother, thanks very much for everything today. I'm going to take a little walk through your shop and just give one more scan because I talked about surfing. I didn't let everybody know that I have all these snorkeling gear here. Didn't let everybody know that you have a multitude of skateboards and decks and stuff that you can offer. So
Snorkeling gear is actually just like tourism more than anything like that.
Yeah.
It's good quality stuff. It's National Geographic. We do that because the National Geographic stuff, they actually put money back in.
Oh, nice.
Everything that they sell, a percentage goes back to saving the planet.
Oh, beautiful.
So these kind of industries I kind of like at the moment. I think one of the best companies I've seen actually go forward this year is probably Patagonia. When the owners of Patagonia gave away everything, I think it was like this month.
Wow.
And they started up a charity. Their business is now a charity for saving the planet.
Awesome.
So I think anybody that's putting in their bit to save the planet, I know a lot of our politicians are saying, you know, it's all right, it doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, just keep going, you know. But to be honest with you, I think most of us can see clearly that things are changing, have changed, especially older generations have changed while we've been alive.
For sure.
So I would say it's really important to try and, you know, pick up the bits of rubbish and thing on the beach and do your little part when you go
Take
down
more
there.
than you bring, man.
Yeah,
That's
just
what I
don't go down and
say.
say, "My, put that there."
Yeah.
You know, and I know how to do it. Me.
Yes.
You see it. You say, and it might catch on. And people they say it's going to pick up. They say, "What that idiot doing?" Yeah, but you know what? I can save a few turtles or a few fish, or then whales might not be running up on the beach, or you know, we got real problems. We got whales swimming up the lakes and stuff. You know, like going the wrong direction. And when they cut them open, they find a whole bundle of rubbish in them. You know, we got
Save the planet.
That is.
Thanks,
that,
brother.
I would like that.
I really
Peace out,
appreciate
brother.
it.
Yeah, nice
I'm
to
going
see
to
you
walk
this
around,
morning.
but thanks again
Yeah,
for me. I'm just
yeah,
going to
you
share
do
with
your
you a
thing,
quick
man.
last look through here, just to let everybody see what range of items they can get. If you want longboards, shortboards, no matter what you want, everything is here. If you're talking about anything to do with the ocean or the beaches, come and check out Dread or Dead. Now, this is in Hastings in Christchurch, and you can look them up online and have a look at their interactive website. And hopefully you will also take a surfing lesson or two if you're not familiar with it. I know there's some of us on here, one of our sisters, one of our main can ladies. Take care, Russell. Have a good day, right? All right, man. Cool, man. Cool. One of our main can ladies, our head cheerleader, Cheryl, she wants to surf. So Cheryl, get in contact with Russell, please. This is your opportunity to do so. Let him know you're from the EMC. I don't know what that will bring for you, but I'm sure that Russell, being a part of the EMC, will extend his courtesy and stuff to you. All right, so back on track again. That was a longer interview than I planned, but it's someone that is as passionate about the planet and about everything that's around them is someone that I want to bring to the light as much as possible, because all of us here are very conscious of that. It's Pavilion Court. This used to be like the doctors and the nurses' headquarters. Used to have a hospital in this general area as well back in the days of the British military when they were here. And all these little beach homes you've seen from the beachside itself. And today you're having the opportunity to see what they're like from the land property. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right now some sargassum water's a little bit green. Had a lot of rain, so a lot of rainwater and land water has run into the sea and has discolored it somewhat, even on the west coast as well. I'm not mentioning because of the west coast for any particular reason. I'm not trying to bring any darkness to the west coast, but down there is dirty. That's not really true. It's absolutely lovely. But there's been a lot of heavy rainwater coming down, so a lot of the sea around the island is a little bit murky and a little bit discolored from its usual clear and pristine conditions. So that's expected. Absolutely lovely. These beach homes hopefully will not become condos in the future, but the trend along this cliff area, like from between Coconut Court and that new structure, that's more likely what could be happening in the near future. And now if you ever wondered where Courtyard by Marriott's is, this is Courtyard by Marriott's in the back section. Again, it was that's a new structure, but it was built behind these original structures that have been maintained and beautified. This actually was burnt many years ago, and then it was restructured with the same original actual architecture and stuff. All right, this is beautiful. I hope you all are enjoying this stroll. I enjoyed it. The only thing is that Russell took a lot of my talking time from me, so you know how it is. I'm not so happy right now, but don't mind. It was all about positive stuff. So you can see what happens out here. You get a lot of bagging of water and everything. So this is where I was this morning saying about we're gonna have a little bit of a challenge, but no rain in last 2 hours in the morning or so far. So it's cleared up quite a bit. Coconut Court Hotel. You've seen this from the beach side. You're now getting the opportunity to see it from the land side. We talk about this all the time, and the reason why we talk about this is we highlight anything that we think is positive or good in this island. And Coconut Court Hotel, I have never in all of my life heard any negatives about here. Now I guess there may have been some, because everywhere you can't please everyone. However, I can tell you all of the comments that I've ever heard about here have been very positive, from service, you know, to location, to everything basically. Good morning to all of the Blades family, Mark and James and everyone else that I may have forgotten names of. The Norm. Very unusual looking bus stop here in Barbados. I cannot believe these tires are still here. If they were to fit the war wagon, you know, they'd be gone. I'd have to drive around with 2 rims and 2 standard rims, which would look a little bit funny. So maybe that's also deterred me from trying anyhow. If you want, this is the annex of the Coconut Court. You don't actually have to stay on the beach side. You also have an annex over here on the land side as well. Beautiful morning. The sun is absolutely lovely and warm. A little bit later than I like to do my walk in. It's just because of the traffic noise and stuff. But you're getting a chance to experience the real Highway 7 as it is. Because most of the time we come down here, it's like a ghost town, and people are saying, well, that road's not so busy, Nicholas. What are you talking about? But you can see what's happening here. It is now just after 7. I would say around 7:30, 8 o'clock. This is going to be traffic all up here, just barely crawling. So if you are going to island tours in Barbados, please pick your timing well. You know, don't leave home at 8 o'clock if you're in the south coast, and then want to go through Bridgetown along the west coast, because you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble. Now I want to bring you down through here to show you a couple of little things that you may not see from the roadside. First of all, we have Mamma Mia's Pizza here. Not a place that I really come to often, but this is, I know quite a few people that do come here and get their pizza and stuff from here. You also have the Hastings Flower Mart. Amazing roses, etc. can be purchased from here. We have a little convenience store. We have a hardware store in the background. We're going to go back out on the highway, but we're just taking a little diversion here to show you what's behind here as well. This is the hardware store, so if you're in this general area, you need any hardware, anything like that, you can get it here. We have an accessory. We have a little small deli and stuff on this side here, but I've seen a lot of changes going on in the back here. I see a lot of modifications going on, so not too sure what's happening there at the moment. I'll update you as that comes on. Rooster! Rooster! Oh, not Rooster. You good? Okay, thanks, man. I was just trying to shout up another one of our Barbadian, I would have to say, ambassadors. A guy called Rooster. Any of you that have been on island tour with Ellie Williams Tour Company Limited will know Rooster. A lot of you that haven't been on tour with Ellie Williams Tour Company Limited will know Rooster. He is a very highly respected tour guide and ambassador for Barbados. And I know for sure that some of you stay here. Palm Gardens just below, Palm Beach, sorry, just below here itself. It's beautiful. That's where Jeffrey Kiefer used to live. We've seen that from the beach side as well. We've talked about that. We're now entering what is the World Heritage Property area. This is Garrison itself. It goes from here right down to Bay Street, down to the Bay Street Esplanade. This is a walk-in tour on its own. So I would recommend that if you have some time, come take a walk around the Garrison. They do have organized tours. I would give George Washington House a call and ask them what they offer, or ask them for some guidance on the tours that are being offered in this general area, because the walk around the Garrison is an amazing walk. If you can get a chance and you're not claustrophobic, take a tour of the tunnels as well that go from George Washington House to down by St. Anne's Fort, which is down by the actual Hilton itself, where the armory is. That is an amazing tour as well, but don't be claustrophobic and do it, that's for sure, because those tunnels are extremely small, and you definitely feel them getting smaller as you're walking. For those of you who are not familiar, originally, as you would remember, if you were here from a long time ago, there was a Worthing police station which was located just at the entrance, or the west entrance to St. Lawrence Gap. And then there was a Hastings police station just a little further down than where we are, opposite the Garrison Savannah. They have merged both of them into this new complex here, Hastings and Worthing Police Station. This took a long time to build, but this is a beautiful structure, well laid out and stuff. I've seen the architecture that's gone on here, and I've also seen the workmanship and everything else, and it is a well-designed structure for sure. I do definitely like it. I do not want to visit in here, so I will not tell you what the inside looks like. I can only tell you the outside looks great. Mr. Giddens, I hope you're on board, sir. Just in case they want to take me in there, let me have a look at the inside properties. I hope you have all of your companies of lawyers ready and waiting, as I know you would anyhow. Sugar Bay, Barbados. Good morning, Steve. And about another, I don't even know how many days it's going to be, but real soon you'll be here enjoying yourself. Originally this was called the Astor Hotel, then went to Amaryllis Hotel, then it went into Sugar Bay. Sugar Bay is all inclusive. Years gone by, so you see Flamboyant Restaurant just right here. There's no auditing company and stuff. And you have a Chubby's video in the background there as well, in the downstairs floor. Video, well, if those are not familiar with what a video cassette used to be, you can ask all of our older members. I really can't tell you too much about it, because I really only heard about them. Of course, that was before my time. I'm a DVD guy, you know, in that kind of era. I heard about 8-tracks. I didn't know what 8-track was. I thought it was a race course where people went and sprinted or something. And then it told me, you know, that was actually a cassette you used to put in a dashboard, play music from. I wasn't familiar with that either. So it's no problem. I'm trying to get educated, but that's way before my time, so it's taken me a little while to gather all the information. We've walked down here. We've talked about the big car park area just to the east of Savannah Hotel. This is it here. So you can see get a bearing of where we are at the moment. I'm not sure if Savannah is open at the moment. I see all the wires and stuff on the actual entrances here to the car park locked off. So I don't know if they're open or if they just shut that off to keep people from parking here on the night time. I don't know how many of you will remember they used to have a discotheque. It was located just over there by those stairs. I can't remember the name of it right now. Fades from memory a little bit. But that used to be amazing. Spent a lot of nights there as well. Can't tell you about the ending of the night. Can tell you about the beginning. It's that kind of day. Those kind of days for me. Beautiful, beautiful. A lot of these buildings over here, like the original. I'm going to give you a little hoist up. This quote. These are for you, sir. A lot of these buildings over here are the original style Barbadian home. Haven't done much changes to them. They've just maintained them and beautified them. You can see the steeple style roof here. This was designed and used in almost every structure in Barbados. That is to help with the wind conditions. If you get a hurricane, because of the angle of it, it pushes the roof on rather than lifts it off. You'll also see there are multiple roof sections here, and that's because in case a roof was lost on one room, the whole roof didn't peel off. You could actually find safety in one of the other rooms in the house. So you find a lot of the Barbadian homes were originally done with multiple roofs, and that was for the reason for strengthening, and also because if one roof was destroyed, the whole building did not mean the whole building was unsafe. You could actually seek refuge in another section. Beautiful old structures. None of these have been changed really, just beautified and modified. Lovely. Oh, I didn't know that's where Val lived. It's nice to come this time of morning and get a nosy and see people in the verandas. No privacy here. Beautiful morning. Alright, so folks, remember tomorrow is going to be Docel Saturday. We've actually had a Docel Monday, Docel Tuesday, Docel Thursday, Docel Friday. Good morning, how are you? I'm really going to have a Docel Saturday. It's been a very quiet week. The rain has fallen. I haven't really talked much. I've barely just had a few little spurts of conversation and stuff. But that's because I'm just feeling really relaxed and chilled. So excuse me for not speaking much to you all. I will talk to you all a little bit more as we get a little further on. St. Anne's Fort, that is where our main defense force is located. Original barracks, original structures, just maintained. And just over here is where the Hastings police station used to be that we talked about a few minutes ago. This is where that station used to be that has now developed a new one further up. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Now what would the day be without saying beautiful Barbados flag? Broken trident right there for you. All just full right out with the wind and stuff. Just beautiful. This is the Garrison Savannah. I know everybody on here would know that, but let me give me a little spiel now. I ain't got nothing else to talk about right now. So yeah, this is Garrison Savannah. Known at this time really for the horse racing, for rugby, for lots of outdoor sports. You know, a lot of people use this here as their main walking area and exercising area. It is relatively safe. There is a tarmac track on the intersection itself that goes right around, and then you will find people walking the actual outside area perimeter of the actual highway itself. But this is the Garrison Savannah. I'll see if I can carry down here and give you a little bit of an elevation on it. We can have a look down at it as well. Garrison Savannah originally was the home for the Barbados Polo Club years and years ago. Used to have a lot of equestrian and show jumping activities here, massive fairs and parties. If you find Gold Cup here in Barbados, or Sandy Lane Gold Cup, if you want to come over and check that out, or if you want to come and check any other racing that goes on here, they also have night racing now as well. That's what all these lights are all about. They haven't happened too often because these lights were erected just prior to COVID, and then with the restrictions of COVID, that type of activity was put on hold. So they have had, I think, one since COVID has gone. So we keep your eyes open. If you are in Barbados and you want to experience a real thrill, well, day or night, but nighttime here with the spotlights and stuff, just amazing. Amazing for sure. This is one of the betting stalls. You don't actually have to go into the grandstand itself. You can come over and place your bets. There's another one on the grounds closer, on the other side of the grandstand, on the actual grounds itself. So there are multiple places you can bet. Just to paint a little picture for you, if the Gold Cup was being held here today, there would be tents all along here already at this time of morning waiting for racing to start around 12 or 12:30. There will be cars, there will be big parties, there will be all kind of vendors all stationed along this area here. Out here is chaotic when there's the Gold Cup. If you are on Highway 7, you hear the Gold Cup is going to be happening today, and it's any time around the time that you are coming in this area, bypass it, look for the detour, don't come down through here. The traffic is insane. And right after races, the pedestrian traffic walking down Bay Street is like an ocean of people. So again, you want to stay away from here unless you're actually participating in the day itself. Stay away from here for Gold Cup for sure. I was hoping to get down here for the 7 o'clock ringing, and the morning has broken from our steeple, but we'll do that another time because we're a little bit late for that. You know, when you get two talkative people together that are passionate about the island and are passionate about positive causes, time tends to slip away a little bit, and that's basically what happened. Now these steps are insanely steep, so for all of you unfit people who are not Olympically trained like me, I would recommend not climbing up these steps. But for me, I could do this in a run, a sprint, a hop, a jump. I am that good, so it's not a problem for me at all. As you all can hear, I'm breathing comfortably. That's because I'm a super fit human being. But remember, I am exceptional, so everyone may not be able to handle this here without catching their breath in between. But that's the climb. We've got to the top. We can now do our little overhead view of the Garrison Savannah. So here we go. We haven't done a 360 yet for the morning. No circles of love. We're going to do that right now from this spot, so enjoy. And of course, to make this complete, I have to show you the most beautiful 360. I'll step back in the shadows so there are no distractions, so you can get a clear look at this humble and quiet person. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Even more beautiful now, I know. I'm saying that for myself because, yes, it's absolutely breathtaking. I'm amazed that I can actually talk at this stage of the game. But I'm sort of like getting used to the beauty, so I mean a little easier to adapt it now. Beautiful. I love it. Now I not even look, see if that beautiful was delayed and awesome and handsome and gorgeous and everything else is beautiful. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm sure that it's not video delayed And all of these beautiful accolades and comments and compliments are coming to me. I would expect them anyhow. And for those that don't give me them, I know it's just because you don't want to give me them, but I know you have a desire to give me, but you just don't want to do it publicly. So I understand that. I can appreciate that. Everyone can't love me openly the way I love myself. So good morning to each and every one of you all again. Welcome to beautiful Barbados. Have a fantastic day. I hope this Friday brings you some happiness and peace and joy. You know, I know there's beauty all around you. Please open your eyes and see it. Take a deep breath. If you're feeling as though something is not feeling quite right today, reach out. You always have friends around that are willing to help you, because they all know that one day will come that they will need to reach out. You know, carry the happiness and the peace and the joy that you feel today, and any positives that you may experience. Carry that and share that with the world. You can make this world a better place. As Russell has said, you see a piece of litter on the street, it doesn't matter whether you dropped it there or not. You know, pick it up, because remember, it's going to impact you, because you're going to be saving the planet. Your little contribution today can mean a world of good to everybody coming up and all of our future generations. So have a beautiful day. I'll give you this photo up here to sign off with, get rid of the lights and stuff to let you have a look and see at it, and let you enjoy this scenery. Have a great day from Barbados. We love you all. Our peace and love from Barbados. Stay safe, stay well, enjoy life.